Hey folks, it's Mike Parker, the Parker Real Estate Group, Huff Realty, and I'm here today with your 2026 real estate update and forecast for the year here. So I'm going to put my specs on here before we can get into going. So we're going to start off here, and the numbers kind of don't tell the full story, and I'm going to walk you through everything here. So you see it here at the top left, the sales volume is down, okay? We're down about 10.1%. There's a reason why. January, February this year, we had winter. We actually had some snow and ice. That slowed things down for about 4 weeks. So that's one of the reasons our sales volume is down here. It says prices softening. There's a couple of things on this here. Prices are really holding steady. We have not had as much new construction close first quarter as we did in years past. And the second thing is we haven't had as many higher price homes, $1 million plus homes sell this year as we have in the years past. So our price range is a little bit slower here. Okay, inventory went up sharply. So in December, I'm a numbers freak, okay? So we track numbers every day at MLS, okay? We hit 1,100, just a shade over 1,100 in December, early December of 2025. Today here, we were on 865 homes for sale. Now, let me put that in perspective. That's a triangle. Northern Kentucky MLS is a triangle. There's 9 counties involved in that. So that's not just Boone, Kenton, and Campbell. That is, you start off, you got Boone, Kenton, Campbell, then you got Bracken, Pendleton, Mason County, Grant County, Owen County, and a little bit of Carroll County involved in there. It says here, cancel listings 26%. So that would be homes that did not sell or people that took them off the market and turned around and put them back on. So let's hit our next part right here. So the big thing you want to pay attention to here is market. There was fewer homes absorbed in first quarter 2026. And what happens here is the units sold so far is 1148. Now that would be single family, condos, and farms. It's down 10% from the previous year. And this gives our median sales price at $296,650 and $335,478. You'll see the prices in 2025, the average sales price was $346. We usually work off the average versus the median right there. All right, so let's talk about here prices at market speed. So in 2025, 98.73%. So that is what we call sales price to list price, okay? And it's 98.05. So you can basically say if 99% of our markets in Northern Kentucky, properties are going to average sell 98% of the list price. So if a property was for sale for $100,000, means it's going to sell for $98,000. Okay, sales price to original list price. So that means properties that possibility didn't reduce. So if they had something on the market at $400,000, it's sold for a little bit less. So that's 96%. Okay. Days on the market haven't changed. It's pretty much a steady market compared to what 2025 was versus 2026. There's only one day, 43 days on the market. CDOM is a cumulative days on the market. If somebody's taken a market off the market, a property off the market, and turn around and put it back on the market, that'll be a cumulative right there. It's not here at the bottom of the sellers here. Homes are still getting close to list price, 98% right there. Inventory is building, and then it has quickly gone down. We're down almost 22% in inventory. So what's happened is in December, it was 1,100 homes for sale in 9 counties in the Northern Kentucky MLS. We're down in the mid 800s now. So when you get to inventory starts going down like that, that means prices are going to maintain or they're going to increase in our 43 days. Kind of put that in perspective. I'm an oldie. I've been in the business almost 40 years. From 1986 to 2006, our average days on the market was 85 days. So the 43 days is a great well. So inventory and pipeline, here's the big one right here. 865 as of today, single family, condo and townhomes and farms we have for sale is 865. So you can see right there, the peak was December 1st. We had 1,100. We broke that. And even with the weather we had, January, February, we had some pretty nasty weather here with ice and snow and things. Our inventory has gone down. It's down 21% there. 583 failed sellers. What that means is somebody during their listing period property didn't sell. They either canceled, withdrawn, or expired, and they kicked out. This shows you the numbers on that from there. And what you're seeing is 865 active homes on the market. Our inventory is not going to go up. So again, as I said before, I'm a kind of a numbers freak. 2004, 2005 is the last time we had an average market. 2,200 homes for sale back then, okay? So you say end of 2006, first of 2007 was recession to about 2015. And then what happened was the millennium turned 35 in 2016. And what we saw is that's when the buying process really picked up. And our inventory, one time we were 3,500 homes for sale during a recession. That was like 2014. So starting in 2016, our inventory started going down. In the 2018 to the 2021 market, okay, our appreciation went up 36% in 4 years in that market right there. And our inventory got down into the 450, 500s. That was one of the reasons prices jumped so high. Actually, March 27th of 21, there was only 2 homes for sale in Boone County that day. So that tells you how the inventory got. But what's happened is 865 homes for market. And I'm looking, we'll probably get into 700s here in the next 30 to 45 days with the spring market here. So the big thing is there's 4 things to sell. Actually, there's 5 things. There's 5 things to sell real estate: price, location, terms, condition, and the agent you pick. Okay. And you really got to be, it used to be in that 2018, 2021, you could play with the price a little bit. You could price your house 10% over and it probably would sell. That's not true anymore. You got to be priced in that in that area there where yours should be. If you price your house $25,000 or $50,000 over what it's worth, no matter what the price range, you're not going to get as many buyers there. So this tells the story. So if you look up here at the beginning, 2024, there was 5,990 single-family condo townhomes and farms that sold that year. Okay, and the median sales price was $282, and the average days on the market was 30, and things sold for 98.5%. Let's go over to 25 last year. So you got 6162 right there. So you got an increase over 24. You look at your median sales price, it went up. It went up $18,000. That's, not quite 6%, but pretty close. And your average days in market went up 3 days, really not that much difference. And again, things sold for 98%. Okay, our units sold right here, as we're predicting right now, we're probably going to come in about the same as last year, the number of units sold from there. Our new construction, like Dree's fiscal year ends March 31st. I know their last 2 weeks, they had 50 closings, and their average sales price is going to be in the neighborhood of $550 to $650. So their average sales price will jump up here. And our average days on the market is 43. Part of our reason why our days on the market are a little bit longer than before, it gets back to weather we had in January and February. Kind of walk you through a sales year and a normal sales year. January and February is all about the weather. Okay, if we have good weather, we're going to make a lot of sales. This year we did not have good weather. We did not make as many sales because of the snow and ice. Spring market starts the end of February. It goes to mid-June. Mid-June to mid-September, that is summer market. Less people looking, but still a good market, okay? September 15th to December 15th is fall market, good market. I usually do, when I sell my properties, I usually sell them in the fall. I got less people looking, but I feel like I got a better quality buyer and I got the relocation buyers coming in. December 15th to January 15th, market's dead. That's the holiday season. There's one other time, it's the second slowest time of the year. That is the end of August to the first part of September. The reason being that last week of July, I said into August, last week of July to that early September. The last week of July, usually a lot of vacations before kids go to school. School starts, they're getting the kids settled in and everything like that. That's the second slowest time of the year. 26 forecast. We're going to be good. This conflict on the Iran thing that we're dealing with has raised rates about 0.25%. We got rates below 6. Right now we're in that 6 to 6.25. Do not look for rates to get down and past the mid-fives. I don't think that's going to happen. I think you might see after this conflict is over, rates get back down into the high fives right there. The 40-year average is 8%. So when I got the business, the 86 was 12.5. I look for a very strong sales year here. We're going to see things. You got to be priced right and you got to be in good condition. Okay, there's no ifs and buts about that. That is a normal real estate market. We are steady here. Lots of parts of the country are way down in price. We are not. We are steady here. We're in a very good market. If you have any questions about the market, you reach out to me. Email is mike@mikeparker.com, and feel free to call or text me at 859-486-3300. I'm working on my 40th year, and very soon we're going to close our 5,000 real estate transaction. We're here. Experience matters. If you want top dollar, call Mike Parker. Take care and have an amazing day.